I do think one thing can be extrapolated from it, reading between the lines of like how the Steelers and Mike Tomlin have all talked about it. I do think genuinely, no, this is not me, putting a good spin on it for them. I think his teammates really do like him. Like, I don't think there's any issue with him in that locker room. I don't think he and Pickett or he and Johnson or he and anybody else are at odds. They didn't like Chase Claypool. At the end, I don't think they really liked Antonio Brown, even though they knew how good he was. I don't get any sense the way they've all talked about this that there's any actual disdain for the player. In fact, everything I hear, Bob, is that he's pretty well liked by the guys in that room. So that is one sort of tangible takeaway is it wasn't a good look for him, but I think those guys to a man all like him.
I would agree with that, but I also think that if you press this a little bit too far, it can change. It was not long ago that he had to be talked to on the sidelines by Cam Hayward after he complained he wasn't getting the ball last year as a rookie, and now this. And Mike Tomlin did say it's a pebble in his shoe, but sometimes those pebbles could be annoying if you don't get them out of there too long. So we'll see what happens. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's targeted quite a bit here. The one thing I heard Kenny Pickett talk about today was the fact that they need to move him around. Here we are 9 games into the season, and you would think that would have been something that would have happened a lot earlier without a situation where people have to ask about it, because he is a talented guy. I'd move him a lot of places, and I also throw to him. He has proven, I think, that he can come down with balls in tight coverage. And so I think they do have to figure out a way to get him more involved, and that falls upon him and the offensive coordinator.
Well, I think the sign of a mature offense, a really high-functioning one, there are great receivers throughout the league, and those receivers do what Pickens does according to his teammates, which is attract so much attention that everyone else can operate. But those receivers also still get the ball 7 to 9 catches a game, 10 to 15 targets a game in that range, and are kept happy. It's the best of both worlds. And I do think that that's sort of one sign that the Steelers still have a long way to go on offense, that they can't find a way to have their cake and eat it too. George Pickens attracts attention. Other people get open as a result, but we still get 14 the ball, and he still puts up big numbers.
We have more coming up. We're going to get into Chuks Okorafor and why he was benched. A lot of interesting stuff going on there. We'll get into that. We'll also talk about the Penguins and their loss of Tristan Jarry last night. It looks like it's day-to-day, but we'll get into that and some other hockey stuff as well. If you have a call, please make it right now at 412-575-2600. Baseball general managers meetings underway as well. Ben Cherington had some interesting things to say. It's all coming up as we continue live right here for the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.